Before publishing an app, there are two things that you'll probably want to do. Give the app a good icon instead of this default one, and do something about the splash screen, which currently just shows the name of the app and a powered by React Native message. You can close the app to reload it with the splash screen. I just double-clicked on the home button, and when I double-click on the app, the splash screen will splash. So you'll first need to prepare images to use as icons and splash screen if you want to change that as well. Those images should be big. The icon should be a square of at least 1024 pixels, and the splash screen should be a square of at least 2500 pixels. The reason you need to start with these big sizes is that you need to provide different sizes of these assets for different screens. So on a big iPad, for example, the assets will need to be much bigger. So the Bakesale project has those assets ready for us. We can download them from bakesaleforgood.com/images/logo.png. Go ahead and save that somewhere. I'll save it right here on the desktop, bakesale-logo. There's also /splash.png. We'll save that as well. Bakesale splash. Now the problem is you'll need to use these starting assets to generate many assets with different sizes for the different devices. If you do that manually, you are going to be super frustrated with this process. Luckily, you don't have to. You can use online services to generate all the images needed and just add them to your Xcode project. For example, you can use the Make App Icon service to do that. But there is an even easier way. You can locally generate all the needed icons and do the Xcode needed modifications in one step using this great library, Generator RN Toolbox. So we'll go ahead and do that. You can use this tool to generate many things related to your React Native project, but what we're interested in right now is the icons and splash screen generation. So go ahead and follow the instructions there. You'll need Node, and you'll need to npm install Yo and Generator RN Toolbox. So that's our first step. Make sure that you have a recent version of Node. And npm install -g Yo and Generator RN Toolbox. You also need ImageMagick. ImageMagick is the tool that will be used to generate all these different sizes images. So if you don't have it on Mac, it's as easy as brew install ImageMagick. So let's do that as well. And once we have ImageMagick, we can use the tool to generate those assets. The commands that you need are documented here. So this is the first one that we can use to generate the icon. So I'm going to copy that part and use it with the icon that I just downloaded from bakesaleforgood.com, which I placed under the desktop. So we'll go with bakesalelogo.png. So this command is going to ask you a few questions. The name of the project is Bakesale. And you might get this conflict for contents.json. Just hit yes there to override it. And you can see how this application generated all the needed sizes for all the different devices. So this is probably the easiest way to create the app icon set that is needed for Xcode and Android. So now we just React Native, run iOS to test the new icon. And check it out. The app icon is now the Bakesale logo. Very good. Now for the splash screen, if you just want to get rid of the powered by React Native and keep the default splash screen, you can do so by opening Xcode. So just run open ios/bakesale.xcode. This is the Xcode project. If we open up that, under the Bakesale folder here, there will be a launch screen.xib file. If you click on that, you can see the default launch screen right here. So you can actually just click on Powered by React Native and hit delete to delete it and rebuild your application, and you would have this default splash screen without the Powered by React Native part. But if you want to change the splash screen completely into something different, then you can use this same RN Toolbox tool to generate the splash screens. So let's do that. I'm going to copy this part, -- splash. And in here, I'll use the splash screen that I downloaded under desktop as well. So BakeSale splash.bng. The name of the project is BakeSale. And we can override that and that as well. So 3 files actually were in conflict. Just override them all with a yes. And for the splash screen to take effect, you actually need to uninstall the app. So this is important. Long press the app and uninstall it first, and then run the React Native run iOS command to reinstall the app with the new splash screen. So the app is installing, and I pause the video here on the splash screen so that you can see it. We have a splash screen. If you're using the latest Xcode, I'm currently using Xcode 9, you do need to check on the image assets. There might be one missing icon. If you go to BakeSale here and go to this images folder and click on the app icon, you should see all the app icons here filled out. These were all generated by the RN Toolbox tool. However, this last one was not generated, and it's probably because this is a new requirement in Xcode 9. So if you see this one not filled out like that, just drag the logo file that we downloaded into this box, just like that. All the icons here need to be set before we can publish our app, which is what we're going to do in the next video. We're going to build this app, upload it to the App Store, and test it with a test flight first.